Welcome back to the show. Are you ready to get things started?
There are like 40 more cameras here than usual.
All right. For the past 30 years, the owners of Magic Makers in downtown Huntington have provided costumes for operas, theaters, special events, and of course, Halloween. These guys are the greatest at what they do, and they're great friends of Up Late. Please welcome Ken Fox. Don't know what to think about that. That was beautiful.
How about that?
This is Kyle.
Hi,
Come on
Kyle.
over.
How you doing?
That's horrible.
I'm trying to be king of Mardi Gras. I look more like Liberace, so don't get too
Well, we're
excited.
not going to mention that.
All right.
Have a seat, Ken. Thank you for coming back onto the
Congratulations
show.
on 100 shows.
Well,
That's
thank
a lot
you.
of talking and a lot of skits and a lot of musicians.
A lot of BS, too.
And it's
You
an
know how
honor
that
to be
is.
your first guest, Magic Makers,
Well,
on your
thank you.
new season.
Well,
That's
thank
great.
you very much. Well, now, that was great, an entrance. I mean, quite an entrance with the fife and drum corps. Do they follow you around?
That's what we do. No, that was a real big project for us. We spent all summer making them, made 16 uniforms, and the students were either too tall, too short, too wide, or too thin, so we made like 16 different patterns. And I've got some buttons here. We hand sewed 2,020 pewter buttons on those uniforms.
Whoa, slow down. Say that one more time. How many?
2,020 hand sewn pewter buttons, and they had the JM emblem, which was the emblem off his watch fob that he got in Paris, France. And Dr. Dobbs and Linda had to get permission from the John Marshall Society in Richmond, Virginia, just to get that emblem and just to have these buttons made. So it's a big deal.
Well, they should follow you around then. My goodness, very good job. How long did it take you to make all those?
Well, we felt concerned about it, and we felt that they were important because it took several months of preparation just to get the project going, to get the funding for it. And then we worked probably all summer, 3 months, and it had to be done by that first Marshall WVU game. And it's an important thing, and we considered doing it. We don't make costumes very often, but Marshall Fife and Drum Corps is the only university in the whole country that has a fife and drum corps. So it's a big deal.
No, that is a big deal.
Yeah.
And not this past WVU game, but you're saying back in 2000.
The very first.
Right, 2007
yeah,
or
2007. That's when we made them.
My goodness.
But they've performed at John Marshall's house before. They've performed at a rededication grave. They go all over the country representing the university. So
and you were there on the field, too, for the first game.
That was kind of neat. That was kind of neat. I was right on the 50-yard line, had the governor to my right. I had the sheriff to my left. The Army guys were dropping in front of me with parachutes, but I had to be there to make sure everything was perfect with the uniforms.
Oh, my
goodness. It was a great experience.
Now, what is this nonsense here? You got the buttons, I see. Now, I wasn't allowed to uncover this.
Well, people always ask us about Halloween. Do we close up our store after Halloween time?
No, I know that. Absolutely not.
And Ken Epperly says hello, by the way.
Oh,
he had
Ken
to go to a
right,
trade show in Houston. He's buying Halloween stuff now in February in order to get it then, because we had like 3 Halloween locations last year, and we're going to have 5 next year. So he has to be doing that stuff
So this
now.
is Halloween related. It's not going to jump out and like
So you
pee
say,
on me or
are
something.
you around after Halloween time? Well, yes. There's other holidays besides Halloween.
Right.
We go right into Christmas, and I've got something pretty creepy for you.
Okay.
This is really creepy.
Holy crap.
This is
Holy crap.
It's like the Oddity Show.
Yeah.
This is an actual copy of a life mask of Abraham Lincoln, not a death mask, because it was made several weeks before his assassination. And these antique spectacles were worn by a man that saw Lincoln and heard Lincoln and saw him through those glasses. And so the President's Day is coming up, and we have an actual authentic hat the exact size of Abraham Lincoln. He wore a 7 1/8, which is about a medium size.
I'm about 7 1/8. You know what I'm saying, Kyle?
But
you
you
know
don't see that very often. Isn't that creepy, though?
That is
Looks
very
just like
strange.
him.
No, but this isn't for rent or anything, right? This is just
some of my, the hat is.
The hat
because
is.
we do Abraham Lincoln costumes, George Washington. But I've got all kinds of weird things that I collect.
Well, what's this? I mean, I've got Ashton over here. She's got all these little costumes. Go ahead and bring them over, Ashton.
These are just showing you some of the holidays we do.
Right.
Of course, today's Groundhog Day.
Correct.
And we have 3 groundhog costumes, but they're out of state. They're in Madison Avenue, New York City. One's in Charleston, South Carolina. One's in Florida. You'd have to see his shadow in Florida, you know, with all the sunshine.
That's right.
So I didn't have any groundhogs, so I brought Squirrel Head. We can lobby for National Squirrel Day, and if the squirrel comes out of the tree and shakes his tail, then we go nuts for 2 more months. I don't know.
Ken's a professional. He knows what he's talking about.
Always try.
Now, I got a question here. Kyle, he's a big wrestling fan. Is there any way you can make a pro wrestling costume for Kyle?
Yeah, I like to focus on how I look like a rapist and not accentuate that. Maybe some polka dots.
That old request again. We get that all the time. Well, you could probably do a Mexican wrestling mask that we do sell.
There we go.
And your best costume would probably be a plastic body bag.
There we go.
I bet you're not a good wrestler.
Hey,
Oh, well, whatever we can come up with.
I'm the next.
But keep your day job, okay?
I don't have
This is his
one.
day job, as sad as that sounds.
But we are driven by the holidays, and I have a King of Hearts costume, and we go out in a bee costume with balloon deliveries and Be My Valentine. I know it's corny, but they love it.
Yes.
And I had a couple years ago a construction guy came in. He had the muddy boots and the dirty fingernails, and he wanted the King of Hearts costume. I took it out of the window, and he wrote a poem for his girlfriend. And he rented this King of Hearts and went to her workplace and read his poem in this costume. And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
Chivalry is not dead.
I would have got the hell beat out of me if I would have done
Let's
something
cover
like
up
that.
what we can. And of course, St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and this is a size, I'm already out of the size 60. This is a size 50 chest leprechaun. I always run out of the extra large leprechauns first. Does that make any sense? They're
We're the
supposed to be little wee
We're the
people.
fattest city in the nation, Ken. You know that. Come on.
And then we also do dancewear, we do fabric, we sell magic, we do a little of everything. And about 2 years ago, we started selling dancewear, and
Now that's something I would
can
wear.
you believe people
That
were
was
once
something I
that
would.
little, yeah.
And real quick though, I did the Borat costume that was at the top of the show. You did that for us.
No, I didn't.
We're not
No,
going to.
I never saw it my whole life.
Yeah,
We
whatever.
made that in like a half hour for you. You
It
had to have
shows
it
too.
right
And
away.
it was. Well, I'm not going to
And
say.
you know, the next dance shop is in Charleston, West Virginia, or Lexington. So we stay real busy with dancewear. Little tap shoes, tap your way through life.
Finger.
Did you know there's even hip hop shoes? These
Yeah,
are just for hip hop. And they're
That's what Kyle has those
so
on.
you
Look at
can
that.
move in them and everything. So there's
size?
always something going on.
What
We
size
never
is
know
that?
what's going to happen. Kind of small.
Okay.
Kinda
Well, that's
small, but we
Kyle's
got all
size, actually,
sizes.
kind of small.
There you go.
Yeah, there you
Load
go.
you up.
Well, Ken, we are running
But there's
out
a lot
of time.
to us, and we're always around.
You're always around 545 4th Avenue, downtown
Right
Huntington,
downtown.
or magicmakers.com. Check them out. These guys are amazing and great at what you do.
And you do a great job with your crew.
You
and
don't watch.
Good luck to the next 100 shows.
Man, well, that guy's going to kill me. Ken,
All right.
thanks for coming on the
Thank you.
show. Ken
All
Fox,
right.
everyone. We'll be right back with music from the new Relics. Are you going to wear it? No. No?